Good morning, Joe Deary, Powerful Improvements, Putnam, Connecticut. It is Sunday, May 14th. I'm out here in Brooklyn, Connecticut today in a nice big neighborhood of very nice homes. So beautifully landscaped. Okay, and the whole network of streets goes, another street goes way up and back. There's probably half a dozen streets. There's about maybe 100 homes over here. I watched a whole bunch of them last year, and we're doing this one this morning. I got my yard sign out already. I'm just getting started. It is 5 past 8. I've been here maybe 10-15 minutes, taking my time today. It's Sunday. It's not a bad house. Of course, everything we're shooting here is from the ground. Not even any trick shots here or anything today. So I got the rig all set. Already pulled my hoses. I'm going to start around the back side, north side of the house, and I'll wash this house clockwise today. So I already pulled way around the end and I'm good to go. So I'm going to jump right in. Got a nice full tank of gas, just filled it up. I'm using my house wash mix that I made yesterday, the remains of it. There's about 8 gallons in there, 7.5 gallons in there. Should be more than enough for this house, and we can finish up what's in the tank, and I can make some fresh when I get back again next week. So we're going to jump right in, downstreaming today. For the sake of not having to come back and forth to the truck constantly, I'm going to be soaping with my Walmart soaper tip. That's the big fat blue one. And then I'm going to switch over to the X-Jet for my rinse, because that's high pressure and does not draw soap. So I'm not going to come back and forth to the truck. I can just stay where I am. And that's how we're doing it. We'll be jumping right in. And finding these tree frogs is the highlight of my day sometimes. These things are friggin' awesome, beautiful. So he's going back towards the house, so I gotta redirect him and we'll get back on the soap. I'm finishing up my rinse on the last side here. I like to rinse with the X-Jet. Not pulling any soap with it, which is nice. And I always like to put a little bit of pressure on the whites. Makes the gutters come very, very clean. All right, and then you're always rinsing from top down. And I like to try to create this cascade of water. So you're pushing a wall of water in one direction. Kind of try to divide the side in half and create a wall of water on the siding. Okay? And that's what I call cascade. Doing the same thing this way. Create that wall and let it push down. And it winds up under the lip. It's a good thorough way to rinse. And then again, I like to cut things into sections and always do it with a method. And that's how you don't miss spots. When you start deviating and bouncing all over the place, that's when you miss everything. So when I come to a section, first thing I do is cut the gutters. Make sure I have the face of those all rinsed the way I like it. And then I do a fan on the soffits, because I don't want to blow a lot of water in the soffits. Okay, so I fan those out. Okay, then I start on the corner or in the middle, whichever way the wall lends itself to, and I create the cascade from the top to the bottom. Push that water all in one direction. And I find for me, that's been the fastest, most effective way to rinse things. Okay? And I am only rinsing with a 4 gallon per minute also, which we know takes a minute longer than some of the bigger guys out there, but it's still nice and clean. All right, catch you guys in a bit. Okay, 9:15 Sunday morning. I'm done. Rig's all packed up. Everything's put away. House is nice and clean, and we took our sweet time. So catch you guys in a few. All right, I cut that video short for a sec because the client was coming out of the house. I don't like walking around doing videos while clients coming out. But we just did our walk around together. She's very happy. Again, I'm in a beautiful neighborhood. My sign's out of her driveway, and she's asked me to come back now every single year, so that's great. This house will be even easier next year because you know it's not going to be dirty in 1 year. It'll be a little dusty. So that's good. I'm going to the next job. I'm going to be washing a tennis court, which is a first for me. So that's going to be fun. I'll catch you guys shortly. I'm up here on job number 2 out in Woodstock at this absolutely spectacular home. This place is crazy. Absolutely beautiful. Brand new. Big pool in the back. All the landscaping. About a 3/4 mile long driveway. And a tennis court for me to take care of. So this is awesome. What a privilege to be out here on a beautiful day like this. So I'm going to be killing this black mold. It's all over this. There's some lichen over there. But this is like a rubberized coating. You can see it's got some cracks in it. So I can't really aggravate that too much. You can see that somebody else tried to power wash here, homeowner or kids or something, and they made pencil lines all over everything. So my intention is to come up here with my roof mix. I just made 40 gallons. I'm hoping that should cover all this space. One good coat of 5% mix. Here's another example of the coating where it's breaking away. It's like this stuff. It's like, I don't know, maybe it's a thin layer of concrete on top of asphalt. Not really sure. I do know that I'm not applying any pressure to this though. I thought I was going to maybe use my surface cleaner, but I am not. I'm going to roof wash, mix it, let it dwell. I'm going to try a couple smaller areas before I do the whole thing. I think I'm going to try this shady area over here and see what happens. And then I'm going to J-rod, high pressure J-rod fan, rinse it and push it all to the edges. I've already explained to the client that, you know, organics are going to die. They should expect some grass to die. But it also looks like this thing is beveled away. So hopefully I'm going to start here at like half court and push everything that way. Start at the other side of this half court, push everything that way. So I think I'm going to try to soap this half first. And let's see what happens. So I got my truck set up. I got my mix made. I just got to pull hose and start spraying. Okay, I got the respirator on. And I'm applying chemical. All right, I got 25% of the court coated. And I think we're gonna take a break for a minute, see how much chemical I have left in my tank, and maybe come back and rinse this and see how it's coming out. Okay, I am half done. I did this whole half. I wound up using the surface cleaner as you see in the video. Came out fantastic. It's not putting enough pressure down to do any damage. So I'm thrilled with that. And all the grime and mold and dust is gone. There was a whole bunch of lichen. I'll show you over here because I'm half done so you can see where I've been. Well, there was a lot of this white lichen on the edge right here. It's all the way down here. It gets pretty thick. But then inside it's just black mold where the water has been pooling. So, real happy so far. It's been about an hour and 20 minutes or so it took me to do that. So now I'm gonna work on the other side. Second job, ran it out of gas, so that's good. Quick little break for me, back after. Project is done. So a little dust on the court. She's okay with that. It's 100 times better than it was, and they're thrilled. And that was a good experience for me. It took me about 3 hours to do this project. It was worth the money. Obviously a lot of work though. All right, I am done pulling out of this house. Beautiful, beautiful house, spectacular views. Just probably one of the nicest houses I've ever been to in this area. And we'll be coming back apparently to wash this tennis court again for them, potentially every year. So she was very happy with the work that we did. So I'm out. I'm heading home for the day, and it is like 1:45. So 7 hours or so for me today. Good way to spend my Sunday. And guys, like and subscribe to my channel and keep these videos coming. Hope you enjoyed this tennis court cleaning.